All right, so we have the minerals loaded in the Ranger. We're gonna go feed minerals to the cows. We gotta make sure that their minerals are topped off. We're also gonna go check on the cows and see what else we can get into. So come along with me today here on the ranch. I made a quick stop on the way to feed the mineral just to look at this pond, and boy, it is full. We have plenty of water. We dug out this pond a year ago and made it deeper and made it larger. And so we won't be running out of water anytime soon now. That was a concern when it got really hot, that we may run out of water in this pasture. We solved that problem. This thing is about 17, 18 feet deep on the deep side of it, and it is about 1.5 acres large. So and we're starting full, so we should be able to withstand a drought and still be able to water our animals, which is one thing that now we don't have to worry about. This was actually pretty full. They don't need any extra here, but I am going to break up the salt and mineral, just kind of mix it around a little bit. All I had was a wrench. I got to wash that off. Now I got salt on it. Well, all right, let's go check out the next mineral feeder. All right, this one is empty. Pull all this grass out. They're hitting this mineral pretty good. Seems like when it gets hotter is when they start really going through a lot. That and when it's really cold. So the fact that they're on it is good. We just got to make sure we keep it full. They should all be carrying calves right now in their first trimester. So it's important to keep this mineral full. All right, so this trough here, the cows have not been in here for a while, and so I got to disconnect this float and see how dirty this water tank is. It is not looking great. I didn't think about doing it, but I should have drained this about a month ago. It should be a nice, good mess. It's amazing how little water can weigh so much. I could hardly move it. The bottom of this thing is just barely coated. But we'll get this thing drained and then I'm gonna dump it out. And then once we dump it out, there will be some algae in it, but then the sun will be able to dry out all this algae. We'll come back with the power washer and clean this out real good. We're gonna go check out a hayfield. It's down the street from our place. This was just baled today. This particular field had a lot of winter grasses in it. So I just wanna go down here and check some of these rolls and just see just how much winter grass is in it. Although winter grass is good, it's not as nutritious as coastal Bermuda grass. And I'm noticing the more coastal Bermuda grass that's in the hay, the less supplements we have to feed in the wintertime. So we'll go check it out and see what these rolls look like. A lot of bales. Come on, bud. The smell of fresh hay. Man, that smells good. So yeah, these rolls are nice. A lot of coastal grass in here. I don't know, I'm not seeing too many. I was seeing a lot of vetch in the pasture, which isn't a bad thing. I was seeing a lot of ryegrass in this pasture. I'm not seeing that in this hay, or maybe it's just dried and I can't tell the difference. It has headed out some, and so when grass goes to seed, it's not as nutritious as when before grass goes to seed. So we'll probably end up feeding this first in the fall. But overall, I'm satisfied with it. I did a count. It looks like we have a total of 35 bales on this field, and this field's only 20 acres. So I feel like we came pretty good. So we have another field we're going to cut probably in the next couple of weeks, and I suspect on that field we'll probably get somewhere around the range of 40 rolls. So 35 rolls here, 15 at the house already, a total of 50 rolls on the ground so far. So our goal is 250 rolls, and we have 50 on the ground, so we need another 200. I suspect that we'll end up cutting around 100 rolls total. Let's just say what we have on the ground is a safety net. So if we cut 100 rolls, then we're gonna need to be looking at buying about 150 is what I have calculated. Yeah, it's looking good. Everything's to schedule. It's May and we have some hay on the ground, so that's awesome. So every time I see one of these rolls, the only thing I can think about is, can I still get up there? Let me try it out and see. So when I see this one, I think, can I jump over it? Let's try it out. Yeah, I guess I've lost some of my ups with age. So this is a fence I'm working on fixing right now. I had to cut this in order to get a piece of equipment out of here that I sold, and unfortunately the easiest way was to cut through this fence. So now I'm paying for it. I'm having to fix it. One of the problems I'm seeing though is that this H-brace, this metal H-brace, is not in solid, and when I'm pulling on this wire, it's pulling that H-brace. That is not supposed to happen. So what I'm going to end up needing to do for now, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch the wire, and that's gonna be a temporary fix. A permanent fix is gonna be removing that H-brace and also fixing this whole craziness over here, which is horrible H-braces. And once I have solid H-braces, I can tighten this fence up. This is an important fence because there can be a lot of traffic that comes through this lane if we're ever moving cows to pens. And this is one of those areas that cows can choke up into. And so I just want to have a good tough fence here. So for now, what we're going to do is five wires. I already have 3 up. I'm going to put 2 T-posts in. And from there, that should suffice until we can come back and fix it correctly. All right, so this is the fence. All 5 wires stretched. As I was tightening those wires, this was pulling that way. So I've got to take out this entire H-brace and fix that, and then also that one there. But for now, it'll work. Well, I guess that's going to do it for today. I appreciate you hanging out with me. We'll see you again right here on the ranch.